United Therapeutics is a biotechnology company. For the past 20 years, we've been mostly a pharmaceutical company, and we exist under a single mission of improving the lives of patients with a disease called pulmonary arterial hypertension.
Pulmonary arterial hypertension is where you have high pressure between the right side of the heart, between the right ventricle and the lungs, and it's very dangerous.
I was continually being short of breath before I had found out that I had PAH. The doctors just kept saying it was exercise-induced asthma. I got to the point where I was like, there's something else going on, and I went to the doctor and they said, there's something really wrong with you. We need to start running some tests.
My family was on a skiing trip when I was 5 years old. And for whatever reason, on this particular trip, I became very ill. No one knew exactly what was going on. It took actually months of being in the hospital to be diagnosed with PAH.
When I found out, my first response was just denial. During that time frame, I was into total organics. I wasn't into medicine at all. I tried to go this alternative route for about a year, and I couldn't do it any longer. My body shut down.
About 5 years into my diagnosis, I'd still had a lot of issues. My parents didn't know what to do, because they had done so far everything that you would do through the normal channels. And so it was at that time when I kind of suggested to Martine ever so slightly, why don't you do something about it? There's got to be something that we can personally do.
Dr. Rothblatt is one of the most interesting individuals I've ever had the privilege of meeting. She started out her career as an attorney and later went on to found Sirius XM Satellite Radio. And she went on, of course, to found what I think is one of the hottest biotechnology companies out there, United Therapeutics.
We have several FDA-approved medications on the market, but the next phase of our company, we really want to move towards finding a cure for these patients.
When I found out that I had PAH, I just had to shift gears, figure out what was important to me, and start prioritizing. I love working. I book meetings for corporations and associations. Family's really important. I love helping people. So things, for example, like Habitat for Humanity. I can't do Habitat for Humanity anymore. So I've had to adjust and figure out what can I do for other people. Maybe I prep a meal one day and then I bring it over the next day. You just figure out a different way to do it.
At the moment, I'd say my health is doing exceptionally well. I've been very fortunate, not only through my parents looking after me, but also having the opportunity to see a lot of great doctors in the field. Also, it helps that I work in the field.
The treatment for pulmonary arterial hypertension is typically medical treatment, meaning by administering medicines. And since its inception, United Therapeutics has been considered an innovator in the development of medicines for rare diseases. So in the near term, we will continue to drive treatment improvements in various therapeutic areas by bringing a number of novel, state-of-the-art medicines and devices to market. However, at United Therapeutics, we want to cure end-stage organ disease. The way to do that is through transplant. Many organs from a cadaver are deemed untransplantable. So we're currently testing something called ex vivo lung perfusion, which allows us to harvest a cadaver organ to try to improve the function of that organ so that we can then make it transplant worthy.
Regenerative medicine is another avenue that we're pursuing. And the idea is we build a lung from scratch.
We're basically creating a scaffold from a pig's lungs and then adding the patient's own stem cells back to that lung. Patients are at the center of everything we do at United Therapeutics. It was founded because of a patient with pulmonary arterial hypertension. Everyone at United Therapeutics recognizes that this is at the core of what we do and are really proud of that.
It was never really a doubt to me that United Therapeutics would grow to this point because I know my parents' work ethic and their dedication towards making a difference. It wasn't just about me, although that was part of it. It was about everybody else.
My true hope for the future is that there is a cure. I still want to experience life. I still want to travel. I still want to do things that are fun. Modify it, that's fine. I want to live life as full as I can.
Knowing that you are directly touching their lives is a great, great feeling. It's the reason that I became a scientist. It's the reason that I came to United Therapeutics. It really is what makes the whole thing worthwhile.